All right, next up, air shock for the rear boots gone. I bought an aftermarket Monroe boot. I gotta take this off, get this broken boot off, and get a new boot on it. So that's what I'm gonna do now. 14 millimeter holds this airline on. There goes the air. There's our airline. Then 12 millimeter for the top. I'm seeing if my 1/4 inch drive will do it. It will. And same for the bottom. Again, testing my 1/4 inch drive. Not enough beams. Let's get a bigger one. Step all the way up to half. Probably more than I really need it, but it's gonna fight me every turn. A lot more corrosion down here on the back on this casting. Coming. Doesn't like it. Doesn't like it, but it's coming. See if I get some coil in there. Get in your way. Now I'm gonna tighten it up a little. See if I can get some of that coil working for us. Already easier, still not as easy as I want. Squeeze some in the thread holes on the back. Now let's tighten a little more. Significant improvement. Unsurprised that it's corroded, but I think we're just spinning now. See if we can get some pliers on there and pull that sucker out of there. Vice grips might help you, I suppose. Free at the top. See if that makes a difference. Might. snugged it up. Now let's loosen it back up. Oh, snugged it. Now let's whiz it out. That spun it a lot. Can we get something on the other side to push it while I do that? Hand push. That is what it took. That is what it took. Just a little bit of dirt and corrosion. But now we have it out. Oops. Don't tip it, you'll lose the oil. I forgot about that. I don't want to tip it. I want to keep it straight up and down. All right, what did I buy? I bought Monroe generic SA1997 off of Amazon. It was about $9, $10. Came with the boot. The boot's close, so this boot has sort of a saddle. If you can see it, that fits around the eyelet of the shock. This one does not. It's just round. Boot's split at the top to fit around your big bell. That's not going to be easy. Comes with a zip tie. Zip tie the top. Suppose you could zip tie the bottom, but I don't think that's necessary. So I'm going to use this because all I want to do is just keep this clean. I need to put a plug in here so I don't lose any oil. I'm going to get a silicone plug I've got, stuff it in there for oil, and I'll peel all this off and manhandle the heck out of it and try to do this without losing the oil that is in this, because it works fine. So that's my goal. All right, boots off. This is what it looks like at the top. It's kind of a slot. This is the way the end looks. This is the original one. You can see mine is completely shredded. The other end has a slightly different configuration. It has a ring that fits in this groove for the original, the OE one. I am going to, I can't do this on camera. I'm going to manhandle this on. I'm going to have to stretch it and get it on somehow. Don't know how yet. I'm not going to be able to do it on camera. I'll tell you how it goes. This is very soft, really soft rubber. I may, if it becomes a real problem, like heat it up in hot water and see if that softens it and stretches it even more. We'll see. I'll let you know how it works. Okay, it's on. I was worried about this. It's almost comical how easy it is. I'm going to do it again on camera because it's really, there's nothing to it. This was so easy. I'm a little surprised. I had heard or read that it was difficult. It's just not. Not with this. This, as soft as this is, it's not difficult. My plan is to go, and I had planned this before and it works, so that this indent groove is in the slot here, and that's where I'm gonna put my zip tie, basically. That's my plan, and I can do it. So I am trying to be a little gentle so that I don't compress the piston and squirt oil all over the place. I don't wanna do that. So I sort of sleeve it on, and then this is really stretchable. This is really soft, really stretchable. You just grab the ears and work your way around. I mean, it really is that easy. You just watched it. It just stretches. You can turn. Now, if you're holding it up so the oil doesn't come out, then it's a little harder for you. I have a plug stuffed in there, so that helps me. But boom, right there. I'm right on the lip. Boom, right here. I mean, it is really, that is it. That is what it takes. I went too far there, so I'm going to pull it a little bit farther down. And now I'm right on that lip where I want to be all the way around. That's it. And then at this end, you work the boot down, and that's it. So, I mean, you could pull this boot way farther down, so it's fully extended here, and I don't need this much. In fact, I don't need near this much. So I could pull it down several gator ears down, or gator ridges down. And I think I'm going to do that because I don't want it to crowd And I'm just going to take a knife and cut off what I don't need. So I'm going to just keep pulling down until I have about the amount that I want, right? Because I don't need this much extra. It can be stretched a little because this is fully extended. So I'm going to pull it down some and I'll cut it off and I'll show you what that looks like. But this is easy. All right, I'm done. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gaiters. I think the original had six sort of flaps, for lack of a better term. It is nice and uniform around in that groove. I like it. I cut off a whole bunch. I cut off that much off the original. I'm going to put my zip tie on, and I am going to put this back on the bike and call it done. That is it. Zip tie around here. Looks good. Keeps the road grime off. I'm pretty tickled with this for, you know, $9. I don't really have any complaints with this arrangement. That's where my zip tie is going to go. I'm going to pliers it, get it as tight as I can. 2 pliers. Do that real quick. That is nice and tight. Cut it off. There you go. I'm going to call that great. It is not sealed as well down here as it was originally, but that's the very bottom. Sits like this. It's the most exposed, but everything is also gravity working on your side. The most important part is this is protected. I think that's good. All right, reinstall. My difficulty getting the bolt out was a little bit of dirt and corrosion on it. I Scotch brighted it. It's nice and clean. It will drop in here fine. Well, that you can see that. Well, this is the air line for the onboard air. We can sort of lay that out of the way. We're gonna drop this. Down where it goes. Now remember that boot doesn't exactly line up, so it'll need a little massaging to get it where you want it to be. I got the top right, the bottom I'm gonna have to squeeze that bolt a little, or squeeze the rubber a little to get it to line up exactly right. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. I think I just need to grab the eyelet of the shock and bring it down to line up. That is correct. Sort of all I need to do now. I can hook the eyelet of the shock with my little pry bar and pull it down pretty much right where I need to be. In fact, exactly where I need to be. Pull that eyelet down a little more. I'd like to put a little grease on this for the next guy. A little grease on the shaft here. Hook the eyelet. Pull it down, get it in place. I'm almost there. I gotta hook that eyelet and pull it down a little bit more. I think I'm down enough. The eyelet down and forward. Just moved right there. that did it. Down and forward. Let's give it a, there we go. Have no doubt there's a torque spec on this. Let me just snug it. Get my top bolt on there. Snug it. Let me go get my torque spec. Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and get my banjo bolt for my airline back on. And just hand tight, I will tighten that in a second. And let me get the torque spec on this thing. 20 Newton meters, not much, doesn't take much. Already there. Already there. This is 6 Newton meters. That's super, super light, and I'm gonna do that by hand. Just kind of snug to feel by hand. I don't want to overdo that. I've got a 1/2 inch, it's 14 mil, I got a 1/2 inch drive here, which is way more than I need. I am just gonna do that and call it done. And that's it, my boot's done. I feel good about that. Airline. While I've got the bags off, I'm gonna do a little bit of Scotch-Brite, clean up these highway bars, these crash bars, I think. And then it's time to put the rear wheel on. And we'll go from there.